Diffraction of helium neon laser using grating. The aim of the experiment is to determine the wavelength of given laser beam. Here we are using the grating equation in order to find the wavelength of unknown source. The grating equation is sin theta is equal to nn lambda, where theta is the angle of diffraction, small n is the order of pattern, capital N is the number of lines per unit length on grating. Here we are using a grating of 5000 lines per centimeter, and theta is the angle of diffraction. And the second equation that we are using is sin theta is equal to x divided by root of x square plus d square, and by using that equation you can find the angle of diffraction. Here x is the distance from the central maxima to the corresponding orders of spots that we are observing on the screen, and capital D is the distance from the screen to the grating. Now let us start the experiment. This is the apparatus for the experiment. This is the source, the wavelength of which is to be determined. Then we have the grating, which is used as the obstacle in this case, and we have a screen also. A graph sheet is fixed on the screen so that we can take the readings very easily. This is the optical bench, and you can see rulings on the optical bench. At 0, the screen is fixed, and then we have to adjust the distance between the screen and the grating to perform the experiment. So now the grating is kept at 10 centimeter. You can see here the reading. There is a marking on the stand on the grating, and that should coincide with the 10 centimeter on the ruling, so that the distance between the grating and the screen is now 10 centimeter. And the source is switched on. You can see it is incident on the grating, and from the grating the light beams are diffracted and the diffraction pattern is obtained on the screen. You will get spots like this. So here you can see there is a central maxima followed by secondary maxima on either side of the central maxima. So when the distance is 10 centimeter, you have a central maxima followed by, on the right side you have this spot corresponding to first order, n equals 1. This is of second order, that is n equals 2. Similarly, on the left side also you have first order spot, and then another one which is the second order. This is of the second order. So now what you have to do is you have to make the markings of these spots, and you have to find the distance between the central maxima and the corresponding orders. That is from the center to the first order on the right side and left side, and similarly from the distance from the central maxima to the second order on the right side and on the left side. And to repeat the experiment, what you have to do is you have to adjust the distance between the grating and the screen. Now it is at 10 centimeter. Then the second second diffraction pattern can be obtained by changing the distance of this grating to 15 centimeter and then to 20 centimeter, and repeat the same procedure, and you can find the angle of diffraction in each case. So this is what you obtain on the screen. Here you can see 3 set of spots or markings. The first one corresponds to D is equal to 10 centimeter. D is the distance between the slit and the screen, slit or grating and the screen. So here we have made the distance d is equal to 10 centimeter, the second one is for d is equal to 20 centimeter, and the third one is for d is equal to 30 centimeter. So in each case, you have to find the distance from the central maxima to the first order spots on either side of the central maxima. Here you can see for distance d is equal to 10 centimeter, x1, that is the distance of the central maxima to the first order on the left side is 3.5 centimeter, and on the right side also we are getting 3.5 centimeter, that is x2. So you have to take the average x1 plus x2 divided by 2 so that we get x, and you can use the formula sin theta is equal to x divided by root of x square plus d square to find the angle of diffraction corresponding to d is equal to 10 centimeter. And similarly, you can tabulate the readings corresponding to d is equal to 20 and d is equal to 30 centimeter, and you have to find theta in each case. Now you have to tabulate the reading in the tabular column. So this is the tabular column. You have d, which is 10 centimeter, then the first order, so n is equal to 1, then x1 and x2, which is the distance of the first order maxima from the central maxima on the left and right side of the screen. Then from that value you have to find x, which is the average of x1 and x2. Here you can see for 10 centimeter we have the distance from the center to the left side of the screen, which is 3.5 centimeter, and x2 again, which is at 3.5 centimeter from the center on the right side, and taking the average we get 3.5 itself. And by using that value you have to find sin theta, which is equal to x by root of x square plus d square according to our equation. And below the tabular column you can see the figure which shows the relation between theta and x. So by definition we have sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, and this is a right angle triangle. One side is x and the other side is d. So you have the hypotenuse as root of x square plus d square, from which sin theta is equal to x divided by hypotenuse is root of x square plus d square. And by using that sin theta you can find the wavelength of the given light source using the grating equation. So that is the last column of the tabular column, which is lambda is equal to sin theta by n, where small n is equal to 1 because we are taking the value corresponding to the first order only, and the capital N is 5000 lines per centimeter, which is the number of lines per unit length on the grating. So here we are using a grating of n is equal to 5000 lines per centimeter. So substituting the values, you get the wavelength of the helium neon laser or any given light source. Thank you.